Hey everyone, this is Tinkering with B-Hav, and I'm B-Hav. Today I'm going to talk to you about Coleman's Model 200A. It's the red lantern that they're famous for this shape and this kind of lantern. It's a single mantle, and Coleman made them for 32 years. They started making them in 1951, and they made them all the way up to 1983. There was a few different variations on it. It hasn't changed a whole lot. A few things have changed, more cosmetic than anything else. In from December of 1951 to April of 1953, they made them, and they had this band right here that's silver. They were black. It was called a black band, and those are pretty desirable. And I do believe I've got one in this box right here. I won it at auction, and I'm going to open it up live for you. Or not live, but I'm going to open it up for you right here, and I'll find out if I got ripped off, if somebody just painted it black, or if it's an actual black band. I couldn't really tell in the picture, so I took a risk, and we'll see. I'll open it up in a minute. But I want to show you a few things about these. This is a single mantle lantern, and this is the newer version of it. It has a short distance right here. I've got one back here. This is one that I run a lot when I go camping, and you can look at them side by side here. I'll show you, and you can see the difference. See how this is kind of tall right here? There's a big gap here, and this is small. So that's one of the changes they made. This one here is kind of faded, but it's pretty old. It is, what year is this? I don't remember off the top of my head. This is a 1956, and it also has this nice handy little reflector on it. You can take these on and off, and I could put it on any 200A lantern, and it would fit. Whenever I go camping, I take this one and I use it to carry around if I'm walking somewhere, going to the bathroom at night or whatever. I'll carry this with me, and that's how I do it. It's just like having a nice bright flashlight. So this is 1953, and this one here is a 1971. So I'm not sure what year they changed the top of the vent, but that's one of the changes that they made. And then they had the black band, and then they also had, I only have one of these lanterns. This is called a burgundy 200A, and you can see that it's more of a burgundy color instead of red. And they only made this in 1961, and this is a October of 61. So this is the only burgundy I have. I haven't lit it. This is just how I bought it. I found it at an antique mall. I probably overpaid a little bit for it, but I've never seen a burgundy in the wild before, so I bought it. I've got a total of 5 200As, and hopefully this one here it will make 6. And actually, there were 2 of them in the lot, so I have another box just like this sitting behind the camera over here. I'm going to open it tonight too, and we'll see if it is an actual black band 200A. So here we go. I'm going to open it up, unpack it, and we'll find out. I won this at an auction called A to Z Auctions, and they are in Martinsville, Indiana. I found it online. So they packaged it up pretty good here, looks like. Oh yeah, they packaged it up real good. I think I might have got lucky. That is, oh, the glass is cracked, but it's a green. Look at the globe on there. See how it's got that green sunrise logo? Yeah, those are desirable. People want those. Those are harder and harder to come by, but that one's cracked. I might just use that as a display one. But see how it's got that black band on there? That is an original black band. Let's see the year of this one. February of 1953, and that falls, excuse me, my face wasn't on the camera, that falls right into the time frame that they made them. So that's a real black band. Oh man, I'm happy about that. Now this one is in pretty bad shape. You can see it's nice and rusty and crusty, and I'll take it apart and get it going. But I've got a bunch of them taken apart right now that I still got to work on. You've seen in some of my previous videos, I've got the cook light still taken apart, and I got to fix it. And I got my 242A that I took apart just like 3 days ago, and I just got to clean it up and put it back together. So those are 2 of them that I have apart right now that I still have to work on. So there's that. I'm very happy about that. There's still fuel in there. Oh, that sucker's on there. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to this one. So anyway, but I'm still happy it's a black band. I can clean that up. I'm gonna save this box. They got some real good packing in here. If I'm ever gonna sell a lantern, I'll use this to ship one. Now let me go grab that other box and we'll see what it does. Okay, here's this. From the same place. like I said, A to Z Auctions, Martinsville, Indiana. I packed this one the exact same way. It is also a true black band. This one's in a little rougher shape here, maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let me see. Sorry, I'm just looking here. I'm looking to see if it's got the original glass or if it's a replacement. I don't see anything on there, but it is an April of 53, so it's a true black band also. So now I've got two of these to work on and get cleaned up. The black band ones, that's good. That's really good. I'm happy about that. Now these are in really rough shape. Let's see if I can take this apart here a little bit. Excuse me, my face keeps getting off camera. I don't know if I like this camera angle. We'll see. So I want to see if this glass is the original. It's got some bird crap on it. Yep, it sure is a green sunrise. You can kind of barely see it. If I get the angle right, it's there. It's a Coleman green sunrise 200A globe, and this globe is not cracked. So that's good. Can you see it there? Yep, there it is. You can kind of see the green sunrise logo. Very good, very good. So once again, I'm going to save this box and this packing just in case I ever go to sell a lantern. I've got it. I'm weird like that. I hold on to stuff I probably shouldn't. I probably should just get rid of these, but I won't. Ooh, hey, notice something else about this here 200A. It has a ceramic burner. Those you don't see either. See that? See this part right here? That's a burner, and that's actual ceramic. Most of the time, that's just metal, and it's got a screen in there, and that's a piece of ceramic. It's got a bunch of holes in it. So that's a plus too. That makes it a little more. I'm not going to say rare, but maybe a little bit more rare. This one does have. It's got fuel in it too. I wonder if I hope it's not. Ooh, this one will open up. Let's see what it is. See if it's gasoline. Hope it's not gasoline. It might be gasoline. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I have to pour it out and see. Problem with people that run gasoline in their lanterns, it does work and it's just fine. But if you store it with gasoline in it, the gasoline will go bad because it's got additives and stuff like that, and it will varnish up the inside of the tank. The little bitty tiny holes that the fuel goes through, it'll varnish that up, and then the fuel won't go through. And the only way to clean that out, or the best way, is carburetor cleaner. So I had to take it all apart and spray carburetor cleaner and soak it in there. I had one of my 1920. I don't have them hanging here; they're out in the other room. 1920 L427 lanterns that I had. The fuel air pickup tube was just encased in varnish. It had been sitting for years and years and years. I had to soak it. I took a whole can of carburetor cleaner and sprayed it down into a can and soaked the fuel air tube in there for like 4 or 5 days. And it finally cleaned it out to where I could use it, and it works. But they don't make those anymore, so I had to get it cleaned out, or else I wasn't ever going to be able to run that lantern. But I did, and it works. So if this has got gasoline in it, I might run into that same problem here. So let me look here on the band. Yeah, there you go. Coleman. If you read, it might be hard to see. See if I can get a little bit better light on it for you. There we go. There it is. See, it says Coleman Model 200A on there. Anyway, so some of you might be seeing this this right here. This is a striker igniter. Puts a little piece of flint in there. You slide it up right by the mantle. You spin that, and it sparks and it lights it. So you don't need a match. That's an option. That's something that you can buy. Coleman actually made them, and you can put them on there. Some people say that they're globe breakers because you'll spin it like this, and the whole thing will spin, and it'll hit the globe and crack it. But I've never had that problem with them. If you just make sure the nuts on there are tight, it's not going to do that, and you won't have any trouble. All right, as always, if you like this video, you like what you see, like my content, feel free to share it, like it, subscribe to my page. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I actually have my own website now. It's called tinkeringwithbhav.com. There's not a lot on that site at the moment, but I'm working on it, and there'll eventually be more and more stuff there. Please tell your friends to follow me, share my videos with all your friends, and I really appreciate you guys doing that. And once again, this is Tinkering with B-Hav, and I'm B-Hav. Thanks for watching.